Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love you. But don't forget
to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos.
Y'all want to get like us. We complete each other's sentences.
All day, every day.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
we love y'all.
And we out. Peace. Little mini what? The friendship that I've been missing my whole life.
Right.
Is definitely something that took our marriage to another level, and that you accept me for me, you love me for me.
Right. I tell you about yourself though.
Right. And we have great conversations. We have a true conversation.
And I've seen how you've grown so much. Like,
right.
you know, you've taken on some of my traits and I've taken on some of yours. Like, you used to just be very passive, not really say too much, didn't want to bring up hard conversations, didn't want to talk about it, shut down. And you are like the 360 of that. Like, when we need to talk about something, we both, you know, you coming and you saying like, let's tackle this right now. Because I could foresee this going down the wrong path if I don't say anything else. So, you know.
And it's not going away. So
no, it's not going to go away.
All right, not with my spouse, not with my wife. It's not going away. So I know the routine. I know how it works in this marriage.
Well, you might as well address it, and then it'll go away because we've come to some type of resolution. We've talked about it, and we've grown past it. Yeah, so I'm not letting us skip past stuff that we're going to have to revisit. For what?
That's not your communication style.
No.
It has which one is it? The aggressive communication?
Yeah. And assertive. I'm both.
Right. And it's something I took notes and understood, like, okay, this is my spouse, this is my wife. And I'm at the point too, at first I was really big on like, okay, like everybody else, like maybe I could change them. Maybe they could adapt to being a little better to maybe like me. I want them to be more like me. Maybe that might happen. But then you understand,
you tried it.
Right? It's more work than just for me to just accept this is you.
This is who I am.
You know, things might grow. You're not going to be act how you was as a teenager. You're not going to act like you was when you're 20. You're not going to act the same way in your 30s. But you're going to grow. Still have some of these traits. But I'm okay with that. It is what it is. This is my wife.
But you realize that trait that you thought was so bad is not so bad. Because that trait has helped us to overcome a lot of things because it wasn't just swept under the rug.
No.
We was forced to address. Well, you was forced because I was the one that was. I was the one that was like, we gonna talk about this right now, you know,
right.
Because we needed to get over that. We needed to have those conversations to be in the healthy place,
right?
You know,
and understand that and some people. I'm at the point where I was like, this was God sent,
right?
Because I prayed, I cried, and I just asked God, like, send me a wife. Now, maybe I could have been more specific
right.
in my request, but I'm still grateful for what God sent. I'm still beyond thrilled and happy and just like, God, you don't have to bless me with anything else. Like, you already took it to the moon with this one.
Right.
Like I'm good and I'm grateful.
Same here. I'm grateful as well because I surely had my share of just people that just wasn't who God created me for,
right.
You know, and I'm grateful that I can add some value to you and I can follow you and gain some patience.
Right.
Because you have more patience than I do. So, you know, you pass that fruit to me and I'm able to have more patience too on a lot of different
I'm telling y'all out there right now, if you ever see me or my wife or any type of news out there that's saying that we're going to get a divorce and we're not making it.
They lying.
Right, they lying. Or you're going to see me begging and crying and pleading, singing outside in the rain, dancing and stuff to get my wife back. I don't care. I don't want anybody else but my wife.
Right.
I don't want nobody. I don't care how fine, how gorgeous. My wife is top 10, top 20. The most beautiful.
First of all, top 10, top 20. You went backwards.
No. Like I'm just saying, like your beauty is top 10.
What that mean?
Okay, maybe I'm not explaining. I'm just saying.
I know some of y'all out here lost with me, but
Right, like,
we
what?
just gonna
Like,
stay.
bro, like, what
We
you
just gonna
saying?
stay locked into the end
Right,
until he
right.
figure out what he trying. No,
Right.
I'm
I'm just saying, like, you just.
I understand what you're saying. I
Right,
appreciate
right.
it.
But
I'm number one to you,
number
and that's
one,
all that
right?
matters.
That's all. I was trying to spin it
Because I'm definitely not no number 20.
No,
you need to get that
no. Like your beauty is top 10.
I
top
appreciate
20,
you.
Like you just on another
I appreciate you.
atmosphere with it. Right. And I don't focus. My thing is focus on your focus on your wife, focus on your spouse. Just focus on you and nobody else. I don't have time for anybody else, any other stuff, or hanging out with single guys, hanging out with, if we're not helping each other, if we're not working to better our marriage, to be a better husband, I don't need them in my life. I don't need to go out and hang out with those type of people.
Right.
I don't need that because
That's
I'm
encouraging.
focused
Like,
on.
ooh, look at that. Look
Right,
at her. You
look
can't
at her.
even.
Let's dance.
Right.
Let's have all these type of women around me. No, I need strong, mature men around me so we can strive to have better marriage. We need to be better
Iron
leaders.
sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
You don't need no
Better,
lead.
right. Better leaders out there to show the younger, because when I was growing up, it was very hard to understand like marriage can work or be able to focus on your wife, because it was looked at like men can look, it doesn't hurt. It don't hurt to look. That's what was always said. And it was
That goes totally
right.
against what the Bible says.
Exactly. And it's just like, it will hurt. It will be a problem for me to constantly look at somebody else. I'm taking my focus off my wife.
Right.
I want my focus to stay dead locked right on you. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Every day. To morning, to night. Stay on you. Nothing
24/7, 365.
I don't care what nobody says. Yeah. Sprung. What is it?
We can't say that other one that I want to say. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
PB.
Right. But just sprung over my wife and just loving her, just loving everything about you. Because once I think about somebody else, once I, look at this girl, look at her body, and I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I care about my wife and my friendship and our family.
Right.
Thinking about our generations.
Mm-hmm.
Generation. I want our kids to be talking about, man, I'm so, Allan&Eve.
My great-grand, I hope they ain't calling me no Allan&Eve, but our great-grand, right. They still together.
Right, they still together.
Old holding hands.
Still old holding hands. And showing them what marriage is really about. That lifetime. I would be hurt if you ever left me on this earth by yourself. Like, I would be hurt the day that one day we can't wake up.
Maybe you would go first. Don't try to put me out there.
Saying, okay, maybe. Because usually the man do go first. So that is true. The statistic is the husband will be the first one to go.
Well, that's probably all of the beer drinking men, beer bellies, and cigar smoking men.
Right. Well, yeah. I will be hurt. And I want my kids to understand that we're not just talking about it. We actually...
Right. Because we have communication. We have trust.
Yeah.
And some people say, well, y'all ain't never been through nothing. We actually, our trust was completely broken, gone, shattered, just in the trash. And we had to work our way back up to be at the strongest level of trust that we've ever been at. Yeah. Because at this point, I could think back on the situations that have happened, but it doesn't affect me because that's not where we at with it right now.
Exactly.
You've over exceeded where we was at. That was a combination of stuff. So a lot of people they don't see their wrong in what they've done to push their spouse to that point. And I'm not just saying somebody that's out here sleeping with everybody. What did you do? Why he out here sleeping with? I'm not talking about in that sense. Yeah. But it is something that's going on within that relationship that needs to be addressed. We all need to understand if we're Christians, that if you're a wife and you're not being, spending time with your husband in the bedroom and think that he's, not going to be tempted, he's not going to be attacked in that area because it's naked women everywhere over social media and everything. So
I have to come together. That part, that intimacy is just not the, I can't think of the word, not to put it down or water it down, but that intimacy is used as a tool to strengthen that connection between a husband and a wife.
Right, that's not the main thing. That's not just I gotta have this and that's the only way we're gonna make it.
No, that's just to build a connection,
right.
a stronger tie to each other. So when that tie is lost, when somebody don't feel like being intimate, somebody don't feel like being close,
you still okay with it. But I'm saying you should be to a point where even if you don't have it for a season for whatever reason, because that season may come, somebody may be sick and cannot do it. What you gonna do? Go out and cheat on your husband or wife because they sick?
No. That's when you're supposed to turn up in your level of your husbandness or your wifeness. Like, I got your back. As your friend, I got your back.
Right.
Taking care of you. If you got into a car accident, things can happen. Somebody get into an accident, God forbid. Somebody get hurt, shot, stabbed, or anything. You just be like, I'm out of here. I wasn't trying to deal with this. I thought
appreciate
everything.
You know I appreciate you in my season of my sickness where I couldn't get out the bed at all, and we had these 5 children here, and you still was working full time and having to do each and everything. I appreciate you because I know it's people out here that would have just left me on my deathbed.
Right. Yeah.
Talked about me, talked down to me. You lazy. You know. You need to get up. You need to do something with your life. This shouldn't all be on me. Right. You're not doing your wifely duties. I gotta go to work. You don't even work. You know, it could be anything. Oh, you a stay-at-home mom, but what you staying at home doing? You know, I don't know. It's some people out here that's really tearing their spouse down.
Yeah, because they didn't plan for it. They didn't think this would ever happen. They thought everything's gonna be fine.
They thought the health part, not the sickness. Through sickness and health, they don't care about the sickness part. They just, I don't know. I just pray for people. I just pray for people that if they are going through a season of sickness, that God gives their spouse some strength to get through that sickness, to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of at that time. And
I believe they do need, I'm going to say it again, wise people around you, other married husbands, other married wives. They be like, you got
that's
this.
Actually doing good, right, though,
right,
not just anybody.
Right. That's going good. That can help you, that can encourage you, that can motivate you. Like, yeah, you got this. Come on, man. You know, keep going. The things gonna get better. Things will get better mentally and spiritually. And at least help you to get through it. Like a word of encouragement goes a long way in seasons like that. Like, definitely staying positive. Not somebody, oh man, I'll be gone by now. Like, listen to people like that. It's like, dog, just stay away from me. Oh, I can't do this. I could do this. You a good one. Bro, I don't want to hear that. That's good. How am I going to get through this? You know what I'm saying? How am I make it work for my spouse? And some people is not mentally and spiritually that strong to make it work, or to just be like, I feel like giving up. Like, I'm frustrated from work. I'm frustrated coming home doing this, doing that. And then the next day doing the same thing. And the next day doing the same thing. Like, when is this going to stop? And I've seen videos and I've seen stuff on YouTube where the person couldn't handle it. It was really mentally draining. They was like, I'm tired of this person being sick. But it's like, that's pretty sad. That's very
and I mean,
sad.
it's sad for both parties, though, because I understand the person who is sick and there's nothing they can do about their sickness. But my heart goes out to that person who that burden is on.
Right.
You know, that's not easy to have to day in and day out for weeks, months, and years, do everything, not be intimate with your spouse at the same time, trying to be that strong person. So that takes a lot.
And then they got some people that like you just constantly look at people's looks and just y'all meet people off of looks and looks is they so fine. But then you get married, y'all have kids, and maybe their looks might go downhill. Maybe something might happen to them where they're not like they was in their 20s. You just gonna up and leave like that. I mean, I get it. You're attracted to who you're attracted to, but long term, just worried about somebody's looks. It's not really that important.
That is unwise because anything could happen to that person.
And if you
gonna leave if they get, into a car accident,
they get
maybe
fat, they get big, they get
after pregnancies
they maybe get leeches. They maybe
leeches.
I don't know. Get bumps on their face. They get something going on with their skin that we didn't expect was gonna happen. cancer, something. They get burnt up in the
Wait a
fire.
minute.
God forbid everything.
Wait a minute. Every time I got pregnant, my face was so bad. I don't know if you could put like a photo up. Put a photo up. For the people on the podcast, check out the YouTube because every time I got pregnant and my hormonal changes and my face would break out, and you just loved me the same through. Like I was hard on myself because I looked terrible. I was ugly, and that's just a fact. You could look at that photo and people could say, "Oh, she still be you lying." I'm not gonna lie to myself, and I don't expect you to lie to me. You still lifted me up. You said it a little less, but
I couldn't really lift you. I wasn't strong enough because I was so weak and skinny. But I definitely would try to lift you up, girl.
Well, you lifted my spirits up.
Yes. I would definitely try to lift you up with all my might, even if I fell down.
You trying to say I'm big?
No, I'm trying to say I wasn't strong enough. I just said I wasn't strong enough.
Oh, well, yeah, you should not. Just playing. But we love y'all. We are going to wrap this thing up. We just want y'all to know that communication is key. You need to communicate. You need to be understanding. You need to learn how to show love, because some of y'all be like, oh, I'm showing love the best way I can. Well, your love might not be good enough, because if your love is attached to cussing them out and examine your fruit, examine your fruit, or what type of love are you giving this person? You know, what love do you have to offer? Do you even know what love really is? Examine how you treat your spouse.